Anniversary of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. I had a chance to sit down with the brother of Lee Harvey Oswald for a look at the mind of the man accused of killing the president. Robert Oswald has spent the last 40 years examining his brother's life and the events of that fateful day in Dallas. The day after the president was killed and only hours before Lee would be shot to death by Jack Ruby, Robert met with his brother in a Dallas jail. I asked him how his brother acted during that final conversation.
He was about as unconcerned about what was going on as anybody. I mean, there was no hesitation, no nervousness. He wasn't sweating. He was just relaxed. It's just like we were having a casual conversation about nothing.
But the question must have been on your lips. Did you kill the president? Why did you kill the president?
Finally, I said, Lee, what the Sam hell's going on? He said, I don't know. I said, you don't know? I said, they've got your pistol, got you charged with shooting a police officer. They got your rifle, and they got you charged with shooting the President of the United States. And you tell me you don't know what's going on? And as I looked into his eyes, and I know I became intense. I had to be. I was very intense. I was looking for some sign then. And he just looked back at me, and he finally said, brother, you won't find anything there. And he was absolutely correct. There was no emotion. There was no flicker in the eyes.
Did he proclaim his innocence?
No.
Outright?
No.
Did Lee Harvey Oswald kill the president? And if so, was he by himself?
Wow. That's right to the grits of it. Yes, he did. Unfortunately.
By himself?
By himself.
No conspiracy.
No conspiracy with Lee. He made those decisions within himself. And that's why it's so unbelievable to even consider without just absolute concrete evidence that he was part of a conspiracy. He was not. You've got a pattern there. And it's part of his pattern throughout his life. Everything. He's looking for attention. Always looking for attention. That he never got at home, unfortunately.
You believe if you look at the pattern, it becomes apparent
yes.
where his life was
yes.
leading. If not the president.
It was going to be somebody.
But Robert, if you're looking for attention, if you're crying out, you not only shoot the president, you say, yeah, I did it. Yet you either saw it live on television or saw the tape. He denied it.
I didn't shoot anybody, sir. I haven't been told what I'm here for.
Well, that's part of his nature. He was playing the mind game. I don't think he would ever admit it. He was going to be smarter than the rest of them.
Would the conspiracy theory still abound if he were alive to give the occasional jailhouse interview?
I think he would play it to the end. In other words, he would keep teasing them. Maybe give a little hint here, a little hint there.
Because that would keep bringing the attention.
That's right. He would just feed that line out. He'd play the mind game with them. And ultimately, somewhere down the line, you know, he might admit the whole thing.
And you can see much more of my conversation with Robert Oswald when I report live from Dallas for a special edition of Weekend Today. That's the Kennedy assassination 40 years later.